This is Minecraft Pocket Edition, hardcore. And today, I've set myself up with a challenge to beat the game in 100 days. Will I do it? I don't know. But if I get defeated, we try again. We are the Rebellion, so feel free to subscribe to join the family if you enjoy. Let's go. So we start off the series by spawning in a birch forest, and believe it or not, I came across a mob instantly. And why did this happen? I'm not really sure, but I did load in the first time and I exited and loaded in again. And there was another mob, and this mob nearly killed me. You can see that I'm tapping the attack button on Pocket Edition, but it's not tapping, but you know how it goes. Average phone experience. So I decided to kill some sheep and gather some wood. I made my first pickaxe and was on a hunt for some stone. So what I usually like to do is break exactly 3 stones and put away my wooden pickaxe as a memory. So I made myself a stone pickaxe and I got to mining. I put my food into the furnace and I went to gather a bit more while that was smelting. And I gathered some more. And there was a baby, and of course, you know what we do around here. No, I'm kidding. He's alive. And as I was mining, I came across my first actual hostile mob, and it was this dude over here. And I'll tell you, bro, he was
not missing.
like, I couldn't even get a little cheap shot on it. So check out the strat I did, right? I took grey wool, put it down, and the sucker couldn't see me. So at this point, I was just bopping his head. Yeah, I was taking no risk with the skeleton. I knew if I went in there, especially without any armor, it would have been bad. So I went back to food gathering. And I decided to sleep the day away. And that was day 1, or day 0. And I came across this dude, which I low-key thought I had him. I got the first shot in, I hit the corner, and all heck broke loose. Before I knew it, I was 2 hearts, running for my life, swerving, trying to not get hit. And I somehow made it out, so it just made me be a lot more cautious about what was happening. And this sucker was chasing me, yeah, this little guy. So I ate some meat in front of him and he just had to watch me. I got down and I got rid of him. Let's for disclaimer reason, let's say that's not a kid, okay? That's just a short man. Anyway, I went around looking for a nice place to kind of start my house. I didn't really find anything too good. But eventually I came across this island, and bro, this is like sheep nation. Like, look at this. 1, 2. At this point, I was like, wow, okay. So I got rid of them, and my axe broke at the perfect timing. I just decided to build over here because I didn't really know what else to do, you know. So I put my stuff down, put it in the chest, and I got to material gathering. Before doing that, I decided to smelt my food. At this point, I believe I had about 3 stacks of birch, and I decided to sleep the day away. So the next day came upon us and I found this sucker, so I had to get rid of him. I don't know who he thought he was coming into my grounds. It was a tough battle. We hit some shots, we were swerving each other, and he low-key almost got me, but you know, it's me, like, come on now. I killed a pig to celebrate and went on with my day. Kill some more sheep, you know, what we do around this channel. And I planted my sugarcane. And I got back to material gathering. No. Wait, what did I do? Yeah, I found this lava pit as well, close by to my house, so I thought that would come in handy. Surveyed the area to look around for anything interesting, and I came across this wolf and thought since I had one bone, I'd give it a shot. And guess what happened? The sucker ate my bone. So I had to get rid of him. No, I'm joking, he's over there. So I decided to just get back to my house because I really didn't have nothing to do. I looked around and really found nothing, so I decided to start my little mine section around here. So I got to digging. And yeah, I kinda needed torches, so I had to leave for a bit. Did my usual murder session and got some wood. And then I smelted that to make some charcoal for torches. At this point, I was really just doing a lot of side quests while I was waiting for my stuff to smelt. And I called it a night. So it's currently day 3. I made my torches and I got to finishing up my cave. I built a staircase and I came across some gravel, and this was so satisfying to listen to, just hear it out. I decided to kind of clear the area because I was going to be building my house around here. And I got to doing my foundation. I don't have a plan for this house, so I thought I'd just freestyle it. Which turned out to be... you'll see. I decided to go for an L-shaped house. It wasn't the initial plan, but that's how the terraforming and foundation came out, so I just decided to go with it. I don't have a particular plan, but I did know I wanted alternating planks alternating planks in the house. So I did that. The floorboards were stripped birch. Decided to go to sleep so I could get it done the next day. It was day 4 and I decided to just finish up what I needed to do. I put my foundations, I stripped it all, and guess enjoy the sound. Let me not interrupt. At this point, I noticed that my music was just a bit too much. But instead of putting off the music tab, I put off the main tab so there was absolutely no sound. I know, moron. And so I went back and I fixed it up. The music was off and sound is way better. I decided to put some oak planks 3 high and hope for the best. At this point I realized that my house was actually symmetrical. Like, what do you call it when it's not symmetrical but it's kind of like even? All of my stuff was evened out. There wasn't a way to make a proper roof, and that was kind of a problem. I continued stripping the house and I broke a couple axes along the way. After I finished up doing that, I had a little look at my house and I realized, bro, this is trash. But we're just gonna work with it, okay? Like, accept it for what it is. It'll keep us safe. I decided to get more wood, and in the process of doing that I realized my house was basically an even house. So my roof wasn't gonna be, you know, a roof to be exact. I didn't need a double door for it to be equal, which low-key sucked, but I didn't decide on tearing it down and rebuilding it because that was too much work. I got to doing the outside porch and I changed the flooring because it was overwhelming, dude. It looked like vomit. I decided to replace it with whatever the freak that block is again. And yeah, I decided to put this section planks. And yeah, it doesn't look as bad as I thought it would, but I mean, I'm basically living in rocks at this point. I went around stripping all the oak planks and yeah, tore down this oak tree and yeah, this commentary is so weird. Anyway. I decided to work on my roof. I didn't have a particular design in mind, I was just freestyling it. And wow, it was something. I had to go back and forth to get coal, some cobblestone, etc. And I finally finished it off. It looked like something, I'll tell you that much. I finished it off with a layer of cobblestone slabs and I called it a day. I don't want to be dealing with it anymore. So I filled it in and I had one little glance of it and I died laughing, dude. It looks terrible, but I don't care, okay? It's fine. It's fine. I wasn't really gonna be at home anyway as much. Before the day ended, I just decided to do a little bit of more detailing in the house, filling my doors, putting up the fences, and trying to look for a place to put a window. And this looked really good from the inside, so I decided to just work with it. And I went outside and oh my word, okay. Anyway, I decided to light up the area as that was one of the main things I wanted to do, especially in hardcore. I was planning on ending the video because I've been recording for an hour and a half already, and yeah, I have to edit this video down and all I have to work with is a phone. So I decided to just kind of get to sleep and see what else I needed to do. Yeah, I was sleeping inside myself. Is that a problem? You got a problem with that? On to day 7, and man, these days are flying past. I filled my chest that I put inside, and I went to collect the ones that was outside. Collected the other chest and the cobblestone furnaces. I put them inside along with my crafting table, and yeah, I called it a day. That was it. That was my 7-day, 1-week progression in Minecraft. Okay, cool.